I'll get there. Sorry. Finally, some white dude comedy. I feel like I've been beat up the whole time I've been here. So it's getting close to Christmas time. Around Christmas time, we get the Trans-Siberian Orchestra that comes to town. Has everybody heard of those guys?
Yes.
Amazing.
Yes.
Awesome, right?
Yes.
Well, my buddy Joe calls me up and he says, "Hey man, did you hear there's an entire orchestra made of trans people?" I said, "Bro, I don't think they're all trans. I don't even think they're Siberian." And I bet those lying bastards aren't even an orchestra. I think it's in the name. I think they're an American band that just identifies as a Siberian orchestra. So, at one point in time, I thought I wanted to be an MMA fighter, so I trained quite a bit. It's pretty fun to get beat up by other people. But I'm no longer allowed in the gym. It seems that the rear naked choke isn't quite exactly what you might think it would be. And my sensei kept saying, "You need to go at your opponent as hard as you can." So now I have to introduce myself to all my neighbors when I move to a new space. So guys show their other buddies love by sending them really messed up memes. The more messed up the memes and videos are, the more that guy trusts you. Plus, it makes you know that he thinks about you while he's taking a shit. Okay, so I'm going to tell you something now that you're not going to be able to unsee. You guys have all seen the Amazon logo. It looks like a smile. It looks like somebody dipped their dick in ink and slapped that on the side of the box. It is a subliminal way for them to tell you they are fucking you out of your money. So what if the zombie apocalypse really happens, but the tastiest and most desired people that the zombies want to eat are the ones who drive slow in the left lane, talk in movie theaters, or talk on their phones on the speakerphone in public? That really wouldn't be a zombie apocalypse. It'd be more like a mild zombie inconvenience, you know? So growing up, I just recently found out that one of my coaches was convicted of being a child molester. Sucks. Terrible, right? It's nasty, whatever. It's actually kind of a shot to the ego because I never got that experience with him. That's like the weirdest way to find out that you're an ugly kid. So back before I got married, I actually had a girlfriend that I was dating for a very long time. She sent me a text. She's like, "We need to break up." And that was crushing because I really liked her a lot. And then a few minutes later, she sent another text. She's like, "Sorry, that wasn't for you." That was a double whammy for sure. So the double standard for women and men is kind of pisses you off. I mean, it's not fair. I get it. Because if a woman sleeps with 10 men in a night, she's a whore. But if a guy does it, he's got a sore asshole. Just so you guys know, I'm going to tell you a little fact about me that's probably not known, but I was about that close to being a porn star. So the other week, I was actually bitten by a spider. Has anybody ever got bit by a spider before? It sucks. It itches, swells up, it's painful.
I guess it's a spider.
I'm not sure when it kicks in, but I'm hopeful. So did you guys hear about this Mevin pastor that got charged for touching another guy's crotch? Crazy, right? He was charged with sexual battery. Charges aren't going to be that harsh. He's only working with a AAA size, but hey, it is what it is. He was caught with wood in the woods behind the sheets. They said that earlier that day he was caught standing outside of the women's restroom trying to convince all the women that he could speak in tongues or something like that. That gentleman is 67 years old. If he would have waited 2 more years, I would have got a couple more jokes out of that. So I'm not sure what the deal is, but it tends to be that black individuals tend to like to buy the same cars that police drive. In the 90s, it used to be Impalas, Caprices, things of that nature. But now you're looking at guys driving Chargers. So I asked my sister's husband why that is. And he said, it's because we can run from the cops with the same car. That really didn't make any sense. I was like, I know it feels empowering, right? And he said, yeah. I was like, are you sure it doesn't feel empowering because you get to sit in the front seat now? So my wife was leaving the other day. We had a crazy storm. It was raining like crazy, and I was like, be careful out there, babe. It's raining. And she looked at me, she's like, I know, sugar melts. She's trying to be cute. And I was like, yeah, so do wicked witches, so shoot your shot, babe. So there's a weird trend that's going on social media right now, and maybe it's just my feed. My algorithm's all messed up. If anybody sees that after I die, they're going to wonder what's happening. But there's a lot of women that are talking about being embarrassed by how long their labia is. Super long lips. And I don't think, some guys actually think that that's gross. I don't think so. I think that's like the creme de la creme of vagina. It's like the convertible version of the vagina. Like if they're out, they'll tickle your balls. If you need to, flip them inside out, get that extra grip going on. I mean, I'm not scared of any queef wings, I'm telling you that right now. I was like, come on, baby, let that wizard sleeve work its magic, you know? So there's another thing that's going on in Hollywood right now, where people are, or the movies are being made, where they're switching races of traditionally white characters, and including people of color, which is great. But the next one that's coming up is in the Back to the Future series. It's going to be called Black to the Future. Jay-Z is actually going to be playing Doc Brown, so that's going to be, it's going to make sense that the 1.21 gigawatts now gigas in it. So what they're trying to do is get up to 88 miles an hour. They're driving the DeLorean. It's on 22s, of course. But if they can get up to 88 miles an hour, they can go back in time and change the plight of Black America. The problem is, every time they get up to 87 miles an hour, they get pulled over and beaten by the cops. But I just hopefully one day they'll hit 88 miles an hour, so all February I won't have to hear how important peanut butter is again. So I've got a joke about your cat. Edgar's cat is so white that it has live, laugh, love across the top of its bed. Is that my time?
Like a minute?
A minute? Okay. I'll hit you with 2 more than I did last week and see if you guys like those. So I'm working on my first shoe deal. I'm designing a new shoe. It's a sandal. It's got the cork bottom, leather straps, but it's got a strap that goes all the way from my shoe up to my dick. I'm going to call them jerkin stocks. I'm not gay, but I think everybody should love whoever they want to love. No restrictions. I don't think I'll make enough money to be gay. That seems like a rich man's game. Definitely. How many poor gay people do you know? There's not that many. Plus, Paul Walker's dead. I believe that we can all agree that that guy was super hot. All the way up until they put the fire out. I'm Shannon Griffin. That's all I got, guys. Thank you.